Hi, my name is Kalen Lucas, and I studied this shooting at the Columbine High School. My thesis stated, looking back at one of the most tragic high school shootings, studies revealed that the Columbine massacre could have been prevented if parents, students, and school officials had been more active in the lives of all the students. One would be hard-pressed to find someone in this country who has not heard of Columbine, yet there are still questions that remain unanswered in correlation to its cause. On April 20th, 1999, Dylan Keebold, 18 years old, and Eric Harris, 17 years old, were at the Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. There, they opened fire on innocent people in one of the most bloodiest school shootings in United States history. The aftermath was nothing short of a tragedy: 14 killed and 21 injured, before Keebold and Harris took their own lives. April 20th, 1999 is a day that will be remembered by many across the nation, but especially those in Littleton, Colorado. The lives of the people there were changed and affected by the actions of two young men. The most interesting thing I learned was that Harris and Keebold had no hit list in mind, no set of specific people to kill, no targets at all. The boys just had the intention of killing as many people as they could. On the front of Harris's journal, he wrote, "I hate the fucking world," which could indicate that there were no specific people that he wanted dead. Harris also wrote in his journal, "You know what I hate? Star Wars fans. Get a freaking life, you boring geeks. You know what I hate? People who mispronounce words like across and Pacific for specific, and espresso instead of espresso. You know what I hate? People who drive slow in the fast lane. God, these people do not know how to drive. You know what I hate? The WB Network. Oh, Jesus, Mary, Mother of God Almighty. I hate that channel with all my heart and soul." I proved my thesis with this information. With years of analysis, it can be deemed that the Columbine massacre could have been prevented. However, the necessary precautions were not taken in order to secure safety. There were plenty of steps that could have been taken, all of which would have contributed to a higher chance of preventing this tragedy. They both had begun thinking about a large massacre as early as April 1998, a full year before the actual event. A year before the shooting took place, Harris had created a violent website which contained information about the boys' bombs locations. Also on the boys' website were possible locations where they would place pipe bombs. Lastly, the proper parental involvement in the students' lives was not given, even though both boys had been known to come from solid households. The Columbine shooting changed our country because the aftermath and national coverage has proven this incident to be recorded as the most tragic high school shooting in history, because there had never been anything before this to prepare the school and nation. Since then, there have been terrible school shootings, but as time goes on, schools become more and more cautious and continually seek new ways to protect the safety of schools and students in the event if something were to happen. After investigating the shooters' profiles, along with the before and after evidence, it is transparent to see that the Columbine shooting could have been prevented. Authorities were given plenty of signs that it should have never happened, but they never acted upon any of the warnings.